Good Tuesday evening, everyone. Want to give you an update on our weather situation for this week, and I have lots of good news, and I have a little bit of bad news. So let's just jump right on into it. The good news first, and it is good news. So remember last night when I said I was really leaning toward the front, stalling far enough to our west and northwest that we would avoid the worst of the severe weather? My confidence is increasing in that, so that's good. We're sliding in a good direction on that. I just don't see the atmosphere having the push. Remember, I showed you all that jet stream energy last night, well to the west of the front. I just don't think it's going to have the push to get this far east. And now, some of the short-term models that we can put a lot of stock in are starting to back me up too. So that's good. And the Storm Prediction Center keeps decreasing our threat level in their opinion. So that's also making me feel pretty good. So confidence is increasing that the worst of the severe weather will be to our west. Okay. West Tennessee, maybe even like the western half of Middle Tennessee. I would say from like Carthage west at the closest, more than likely maybe Lebanon west. So yeah, so that's looking much better for us. But man, those folks out that way are going to get hammered with some really bad storms tomorrow. It looks like at least all the ingredients will be there for it, and then some really heavy rainfall over the next several days. So the front kind of stalls out where you see it lined here. This is the Thursday morning map. And then that is where the repeated storms and rainfall will mostly focus, that dark green shaded region there you see there on the map. So this is the one of the short-term models for 7 p.m. tomorrow evening, showing that line of strong to severe thunderstorms. And some of these storms are going to be very severe. I mean, the potential is there for some significant tornadoes. And we'll see that pushing into the western end of the state, but it's really going to slow down just before it gets into the Nashville area. And then I think it's just, I can't remember when we've gotten significant severe weather from a complex of storms that was just slowing down. We get the severe weather. You all know what I'm talking about when those squall lines come racing through with those, 60, 70 mile per hour winds and quick spin up tornadoes because the winds are so strong. But this is going to be losing its kick when it comes across Middle Tennessee, big time. And so by the time it gets here, if it even gets here, I'm not even sure we'll get any rain from this. I'm not sure any of the rain will even make it here. So yeah, so that's making me feel pretty good. Now also you see those lines that's are really close together on the map there, the little gray lines ahead of the line. That's your isobars. That means we're going to have very gusty winds tomorrow. We do have a wind advisory in place now for Wednesday and Wednesday night for wind gusts to 45 miles per hour. That's bad news. Prepare for sporadic power outages because they will happen, and secure all loose outdoor objects. Those trash cans, they gonna go flying if you don't get them tied down. And you got other loose things out there. Yeah, I hope you don't have any holiday decorations. I'm used to having to tell people that with the holidays, but hopefully you've gotten around to taking those down, unless you're decorating for Easter already outside. But anyway, um, so it will be very windy, and then we'll watch that line of storms. But it is just really not looking like it's going to be a threat to our area. So our threat graphic Thursday through Saturday, you say, well, Mark, you said we're not going to get any bad storms. So why have you got these low end threats on the graphic here? It's because we're going to be so warm and humid. It's going to be like a June air mass around here. Especially Thursday and Friday and Saturday. So any storm that does develop could produce some very gusty winds, some heavy downpours, cloud ground lightning. It's like a summer storm. So that's why I increased the flooding threat on this because any storm could develop and produce very torrential rainfall. But I did lower all the other threats. So that's good. We're moving in a good direction on that. And then the rainfall forecast for the next 7 days. Oh my gosh, look how close we are. That's why we've been so nervous about this. It's been a bit stressful trying to figure out exactly where that front's going to set up, and we still don't know exactly. We won't know until it parks itself. But confidence is increasing that it's going to park itself probably just west of the Mississippi River, if not within 20 or 30 miles of that. That yellow shade you see there in northeast Arkansas up into northwest Tennessee, western Kentucky. You see on that side scale there, that's 10 to 15 inches of rain. So spring flood season is here for the Mississippi River Valley. So it's not anything they've never seen before. This is going to be a flood event in the springtime, right, where they do all the agriculture stuff and whatnot. So it's just that this might be a little more than they can handle in some areas, though, because this could be some pretty darn significant flooding. That's a lot of rain to get in a few days' time. So we'll be thankful that we're missing out on that action for sure. We're very confident that we're not going to see flooding issues. We might end up by Sunday, by the time the front does come through on Sunday. But right now, that's not screaming severe weather, but I'll definitely keep an eye. I think our best chance for severe weather would probably be on Sunday. But there's nothing just really screaming severe weather in that forecast time frame. But definitely keep an eye on it. But yeah, summer-like air mass coming in the end of this week. So any storm that develops could pack a punch, but I don't look for us to get any organized, widespread severe weather. That's what I'm trying to convey here. Folks, keep checking back for updates because just in case something changes. Because look, this is close. But when are we not close? When are we not on the line? It's in the wintertime we're on the line between snow and rain or ice. In the springtime we're on the line between severe weather or not severe weather. So this is what we're used to. I will keep a very close eye on things and I will issue special updates as needed, and you'll get your full forecast first thing in the morning. You just keep it right here to Meteorologist Mark.